What would happen if I put my bike on cruise control, go down the road, and I pull on the right handlebar? So this is simple counter steering. If you want to go right, you push forward on the right handlebar. Down does nothing. Obviously the handlebars go forward and backwards. Down doesn't have any effect whatsoever. Sometimes it seems like you are pushing down because maybe you're on a sport bike, and when you push forward, the bike leans, and therefore it's physically going lower, but it's not the down motion that does it. If you were to get your arms parallel to the ground, you will see that it's the forward motion. And the more parallel your arms can be to the handlebars to put that forward input, the quicker, the easier, the more effective, the more responsive, and the more efficient your riding will be. So if you want to go ride on a motorcycle at 5 miles per hour or 50 miles per hour, it does not matter. You push forward on the right handlebar or pull on the left handlebar. So what should happen right now, I'm going to go down the road, I'm going to go around this parking lot at various speeds. I'll put the bike on cruise control and I'll pull on one of the handlebars with the string. I'm not going to move my body at all, even though it's a myth that body steering works. California Superbike School already made a really good video called the No BS Bike, where they fixed another set of handlebars above the normal ones to the frame to prove that moving your body all around, putting all your weight on your foot pegs, that's not going to get the bike to make it through a corner. It just won't. So if you still believe body steering works, feel free to watch that video. But for right now, I'm going to jump on the bike. I'll pull on these strings. Let's see what happens. Also, keep in mind, before I get going anywhere, the bike is going to be on cruise control, and that is important. Because if you roll out the throttle and decelerate the motorcycle and you get your body to move over, well, whenever you're slowing down, the radius wants to tighten up. So you may get the sensation like, oh, the bike's telling it where I want to go just because I'm leaving my body over. Yeah, you're off the throttle, right? Or if you still want to do that, that's perfectly fine. Here's an experiment you could do. I do not recommend it because you're going to crash and hurt yourself, but feel free to go ahead. Go to the top of the mountain, like a twisty mountain road. Put the bike in neutral, right? Turn it off. Go down the mountain, let go of the handlebars, and just make it down the turns using only your body. If you really believe that moving your body steers the bike and you don't need the handlebars whatsoever and counter steering is BS, get a GoPro, get a camera, put it to your helmet, turn your bike off, put it in neutral, start at the top of a twisty mountain road, let go of the handlebars, and go down. You will not make the first turn and you're going to crash. So, hypothetically, if you were to try that, that's a really fun thought experiment. Everybody knows that will not work, and if you attempt that, you're going to crash. So do not do that. All right, let's jump on the bike and let's see what happens. So the first myth to debunk are all the down people. If I hammer fist my hand on that left handlebar, we should go left, correct? Because if down works, if I push down, if I stomp down, if I hammer fist down, we should go left. Here we go. Well, obviously we're not going left, but if I do want to go left, I push left. And this is just idling speed. I haven't touched because I have a 1000cc motorcycle, okay? It doesn't matter the speed. If I want to go right, one-handed, now I need a pull on the left handlebar. Watch. The wheel does turn in the direction I'm going. It's pointed to the right now, but how did I get it to lean? Counter steering only initiates the lean. That's it. That's how you get the bike to lean over. You counter steer to get the bike to lean, then the wheel turns back in the direction you're going. It will turn in the direction. Look, I'm going left. The wheel's facing left, no kidding. But at first, to get it to go left, I had to make it lean. And how do you do that? You destabilize it first. Going straight, I want to go right. Watch. I push right. It destabilizes and then it goes to the right. Remember, this is not cruise control, this is just idling. So let's go a little quicker. All right, so let's try this string stuff. I'm gonna get going, I'm gonna put the bike on cruise control, and I'm gonna pull on the handlebar string. Let's see what happens. All right, so I'm going 22. All right, I can move my body around, but it's not really gonna do much. So I'm going straight. Let's see what happens when I pull on this string. It destabilized and then it went that way. If I pull left, it's going right. Like, I can move my body, but I couldn't avoid the puddle just by moving my body around, okay? I'm going straight towards this damn puddle and this barrier. Watch. It destabilizes, and then the wheel turns. Here, let me make it turn. I'm just pulling the string. Once I'm done, I let go, it straightens back up. Ta-da! It's like magic, people. Let's do it again. On cruise control, I'm going straight towards this truck. I'm gonna get the right string. I pull. The bike goes. If I keep on pulling, I'm gonna keep on leaning. Look it. I'll get the other one. Let me pull. I'm gonna keep on pulling. I don't know if there's any traffic. Any traffic? No. Okay, let's do this again. Cruise control, 18 miles per hour. Let me get the strings in my hands. All right, I want to go over there. I'm going to go right. So I need to pull on the left handlebar. Pull. Let me keep pulling. I need to keep leaning. All right, there we go. I want to swerve to the left. I need to pull right quick. Watch. Right, and then it straightens back up. There's no body movement, and it's strings. There's no way people are gonna say I'm cheating, I'm doing something magic. It's just counter steering, people. So how do you get to the point where you're doing something like this? Where you're just pushing. Once you get to your desired lean angle, like you're going through a corner, we'll stop pushing. Let's try it again. Let's go exactly 20 miles per hour, 19 miles per hour. Okay. Got the strings in my hand. This is how I'm going to turn. So again, I can move my body around, ain't going to do much. Let me try to make this right here. So I need to pull on the left handlebar. Pull. And I keep pulling. Ta-da! I ease up on the pull. The bike wants to straighten back up. Let's see if I can do this without crashing into somebody. So I'm going to try to turn right here at the very end. I don't think there's any cars. I got the left string in my hand. I'm going to pull on the left string, which is the same as pushing right. I'm going to go right. I straighten it back up, it goes straight. Where's that car going? I don't know. Okay, got the left string again. Pulling. Whee! Alright, now I'm going straight. It's on cruise control. I'm going to make this right turn, going back down the parking lot. I got the left string in my hand. I'll go to the last one. Here we go. I want to go right. I need to pull left. Pull. Whee! It's as simple as that, people. And I'm just emphasizing the pulling, which is the same as pushing. Obviously, if I want to go right, I just push right. And the bike will do the same exact damn thing because the handlebars are connected. I let go of the push. Surprise, it stands up. Here we go, I got the right handlebar. I pull it. Guess what? I'm going left. It's that simple, everyone. So to emphasize this yet another way, let me grab this big stick right here, okay? Now if I take the bottom of the stick, so I have a big stick in my hand, right? If I want to go forward and have this stick not fall over, if I just walk forward, look, it falls behind me, okay? So what do I have to do? Because motorcycles are upside down pendulums. What I first have to do, if I want to go forward, I pull back, I go the opposite way first to get it to lean or to go forward, and then I can walk forward. So I let go, I pull back, and then I could go. See what I'm saying? If I want to go left, if I just go left, it's going to fall to the right. So what do I have to do? You guessed it. I need to take out the bottom of it. I need to push the bottom of it right in order to make it lean to the left, and then it will go left. Watch. Ta-da! Now I could go left. Motorcycles are the exact same way. It's also like boxing. Think about boxing. If I want to go forward, I push off my rear foot. If I want to go back, I push off my front foot. If I want to go right, I push off my left foot. It's the opposite. That's why it's called counter steering. It's counterintuitive. Why in the world would I push the handlebar forward right, which makes the front tire go left, but this will cause me to go right? Counter steering. And remember, it's just the first part. The second part is physics, the caster effect of trail. The wheel will turn in the direction you want to go, but you first have to get it to lean. How do you get the bike to lean? You counter steer, right? Whether you're aware of what you're doing or not, that's a whole nother story. And most people are not aware of what they're doing. You want to test out how aware you are and how good you are at counter steering? Go ride one-handed in the twisty mountain roads. If that freaks you out, even the idea of it, you don't know how to counter steer. And the more aware you are of pushing the bar and being very accurate with your bike, the more effective, efficient you'll be while cornering, and the more relaxed you'll be. If you're thinking, oh, I just kind of hope I make it through the corner, hope is not a technique. You cannot get better at hope. If something happens, you're riding down the road, and one of these bicyclists, whatever, just jump out in front of you, they just don't stop at the stop sign, go right in front of you, and you have to swerve left very quickly, you need to push forward on the left handlebar or pull right or do both. But if you're like, I don't know, I just kind of lean. When people say they just lean, that tells me you're a white belt. You have no internal understanding of what you're doing, and you haven't practiced being intentional with your riding, with your inputs on the motorcycle. If you want to go left, you push left or pull right. That's what the strings demonstrated. I could push right to go right, or I could pull left with the strings highlighted, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the camera I'm talking on, I'm going to put it on my top case, I'm going to take off my top case, put it right here in the middle of the damn road, hopefully no one runs it over, and I'm going to come straight towards the camera. Right before I hit it, I want to push and swerve around it both directions, and I'll slow down the video so you can see the front tire go the wrong way, which will cause the bike to lean, and then I'll get away from it. So let's do that. All right, everyone, so if that didn't convince you, I don't know what to tell you. But that's okay. You don't have to be convinced. You don't have to believe me. What I want you to do is do what I just did. Go do some experiments. Go ride one-handed in the twisty mountain roads. Go whatever speed you want, bicycle or motorcycle. Go 5 miles per hour. Take your left hand off, push forward on the right handlebar. Just see what happens. So the more aware you are, again, the more efficient, effective your cornering will be. You'll be so much more precise. You'll be so much more accurate. You'll be using less energy. When people don't understand how to do this, they're using their body and all kinds of stuff and shrugging and tensing up and trying to push down and wasting all this energy. No wonder why you're getting tired after 20 minutes of riding the twisty mountain roads. It's like you're doing all this extra crap and it's not necessary. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It's not even doing anything. You're literally wasting your energy. Just push forward on the handlebar. The bike will do everything else. Highly recommend watch Twist of the Wrist 2 by California Superbike School. They made the video forever ago, and they've been teaching the same thing for 45 years. The first 10 minutes of Twist of the Wrist 2 explains countersteering, very in-depth animations, people, bicycle, everything you can imagine. I'll put the link to that video in the pinned comment as well as the no BS bike. Believe me, don't believe me is absolutely irrelevant. I could care less if you believe me or not. I want you to actually go out and practice. Then, and only then, come back and comment your experience on your bike after you put in a good hour's worth of practice in parking lots, cul-de-sacs, dead-end roads, doing slow speed turns, fast speed turns, twisting mountain roads. Once you've done all that, comment your experience about what you're doing. What is the angle of your handlebars? If you're on a sport bike and you're pushing down, you're wasting a lot of energy down. Only a little bit of energy is going forward, which is why people say, oh, my bike is heavy, it's hard to turn. Look, I had a Hayabusa. I was at the track with that thing. It turns just as easily as any other bike. Sure, it's heavier, but it doesn't make it harder to turn. People just don't know what the hell they're doing. But if you're riding around with your arms and you're trying to push straight down, it's going to feel like the bike is hard to turn because you're being inefficient. Once you get those hands and those forearms parallel to the ground and you push a forward input onto the handlebar, well, any bike you ride is going to be insanely quick to get that thing to lean over. No problem. It might even freak you out of how quickly it does lean over. So no matter if you're on a chopper, a Harley, a sport bike, a naked bike, get your forearms parallel to the ground. So the only input you're doing is absolutely forward, and then tell me what the difference is of your riding ability. There we go. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and check out the links in the description for my books, my app, my affiliate links, all the gear that I own and wear, my cameras, everything else you can imagine. All the courses I recommend people to take with discounts to these courses. You get merchandise, a mug, a hat, Teespring, all my crap. Everything's in the description. So there we go. Check it out.